Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Rudy here with Yuri Artsevis. We are here in Spruce Grove. It is mid to end of February. We have a property here that we will be taking on as a snow client. And why this late in the season? This property has just been sold, so the new homeowner obviously needs some cleanup work here, like the initial cleanup. That's what we are here for today. So we have packed down snow, most likely ice, and we do have exposed aggregate as a surface, which will make it a little bit of a challenge for scraping. So most likely there will be ice melt be needed to basically get to a bare surface. What's helping today and for the next few days to get this job done is really mild temperatures above freezing, so that's awesome. So today we're here to do get rid of the packed snow and ice on the driveway, as well as good as possible with the initial scrape. And then we're gonna detail along the edges, along the driveway here, left and right. We do have a little storage issue because the side strip towards the neighboring property is a little bit narrow. And we are also shooting lots of big chunks through the snowblower chute. So we have to make sure those things are flying into a safe spot. And that will keep us busy for a while. We have, I'm going to swing you around. So we have ice scrapers, floor scrapers, a snow pusher, a snow shovel. We have a single stage snow blower. And we're also most likely going to be pulling out the two-stage snowblower. So for now, we're going to get started on the scraping. It's probably not going to be nice. I'll probably get super warm, and my wrists and my shoulder will definitely be hurting for the next few days with all the scraping and chipping here. So let's get to it. So I'll be switching back and forth between these two chippers or scrapers. That's a chipper here. It's thick and heavy, so that's like for vertical, like so, or like really icy stuff. And this is more for like scraping and getting right down to surface. But because the blade is so thin, I gotta be careful not bending it. Depending on the ice or snow compaction level on the driveway, I'll be switching back and forth. So as you can see, it's a rather tedious process. I'm gonna put you on a little speed up train here, so you don't have to watch like 3 hours of me scraping and losing my mind. I'll be checking in once in a while to keep you updated how things are going and why I do certain things. So strap yourself in and watch me get a real good workout. So I'm trying to find the curb from the driveway down to the street. There's a little lump where I suspect where the curb is. I don't really have a good reference from the neighboring properties. Well, maybe that's the closest one. So I'm gonna kind of like draw a circle in my mind and connect those two properties here, and that's basically where my curb is. And while I clean up the driveway here, now I gotta check. You can see the garbage truck coming. I gotta check out for those neighboring garbage cans to be accessible to the truck here. almost done with the scraping. So I'm gonna move you over, watching me push it over to the side where I'm gonna blow it off. All right, so you can see this big pile here of loose scraped off snow. It's not so much ice, this is all the snow compacted. Remaining is mostly ice. So I'm gonna blow this off into the corner there towards the backyard. Trying not to spill over into the neighbor. Of course, it's going to be cleaned up if that's happening. Once that's cleaned up, I'm going to run the 2-stage snow blower, which I'm going to use for this one, for this loose snow as well. But I'm also going to run it on this side of the driveway to basically like just along the edge of the driveway, of the concrete edge, to make it clearly defined for future snow service, because right now it's kind of like driven over and still compacted. So I'm gonna make it like a 90-degree cutoff, same as on this side here, and trying not to spill over into the neighbor, but blow it or direct it into towards the back corner there. So let's get the big 2-stage out, the Arians, the king of snow. And let's see how much king we got today. So here we have the Arians Hydro Pro 32-inch snowblower spooled up and ready to take on this snow pile here. Piece of cake. So let's get to it. All right, so a piece of cake for the big snow blower. What's left is now to scrape a little bit in this area here, so we get a little bit more like a well-defined edge towards the edge of the concrete here. We have to find that and clean up some details, some spills here, and then I'm gonna also try to define the edge on this side there, because it's compacted snow, like slushy snow on top of compacted snow. It may not go as well. Let's see how that works out. And then final step will be, because this is all ice, I'm gonna apply ice melt and then let it soak overnight, and we will check back tomorrow. So the machinery is all done, scraping is all done. Remaining is ice. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put down ice melt, plenty of it. We have the good occasion here, good location, that this will get a lot of sun tomorrow if the sun is out. So that will help as well. And we will already check back tomorrow, like sometime in the afternoon, to see how the ice melt did perform. Goal is to have basically everything melted off on its own with the ice melt and the sun. The interesting part is like the swell, or like the curb line here, how that's gonna, if that's gonna need some more detailing tomorrow. Other than that, let's hammer it down. Ice melt it is. And this will be it for today. And we are back, day 2 of the initial cleanup here. And you can see it's a beautiful day. It is really warm. And the sun has been melting a lot, but not as much as I thought. So you can see there's still some stuff left. So this is all ice, which we will now have to basically break up with the chipper, most likely, not the scraper, the chipper. And then either shovel it over or shovel/snow blow it over. You can see at the bottom of the driveway where all this acid was melting. It has washed off or brought down all the ice melt from the top of the driveway down to the bottom here. And you can see all this blue color here from the ice melt got washed out. And now this is like super slushy here at the bottom here. Before it gets cold again, I hope this kind of like all melts off. And I don't know where the next storm drain is, but if it is down there, it's not gonna go well. So this will basically kind of like sit here. The sun may be strong enough over the next few days to just melt it, which I doubt, because it's kind of like trapped in that low spot here. Anyways, so that's not our concern right now. Although I may attempt to get this off somewhere, but this is like heavily contaminated with like pure ice melts, like sodium chloride and calcium chloride. Anyways, I'm gonna start chipping here. Okay, so I chipped off all the stuff that came off easily. Now I got 2 piles of icy chunks sitting here, which you've seen me starting already to scoop off. One there and one there, left and right. So let's do this. All right, let's move you over here to this guy. So this is all ice that is thick and not scrapable as of yet. So what the ice melt will do, it will loosen the bond between ice and surface. And especially since this is like an exposed aggregate surface, like all those little pebble rocks on top, this is like a really tough thing to loosen the bond with ice and concrete. So that's one thing. If you have an exposed aggregate driveway, don't let it compact and sit over the season, snow season, because this is what will happen. So I'm gonna estimate. I'm gonna put down another 20 kg. That's like 1 bag of ice melt, and on this ice, and again we'll let it soak in overnight, and I will check back tomorrow. The mild conditions are helping, and the mild conditions are supposed to last another week. So hopefully by tomorrow this will all be cleared up, or at least be possible to scrape off the majority of it, and then if there's still ice remaining tomorrow, that will hopefully be not needed to be treated again, and just be left over for the sun to melt off. Another side note, it's a shame that if there is a storm drain on this cul-de-sac, it appears to be plugged, and whatever pooling water we get from the melt off, it's not able to run off into the storm drain. So it basically remains trapped between slushy snow and curb line. It may slowly seep into the lower portions of the cul-de-sac. Unfortunately, this neighbor down the road here is gonna be left with like a lot of slushy mess in front of that driveway, but that's nothing we can do about. Anyways, so I'm gonna grab another bag of ice melt, pour it on, and then we'll check back with you tomorrow. And day 3 of initial cleanup for this property here. And as you can see, the ice melt and the sun, of course, God bless the sun, they have done the work, most of it, with the remaining ice. So I believe this is only to be kind of like chipped loose and then shoveled off onto the side, and this will be it. The only persistent part or remaining icy patch will be most likely, if so, the one here right at the corner, because that's quite thick and probably caused by kind of like driving over, and then the snow sitting there really compacting there. Anyways, so let's get to work. Hopefully the last stretch on this initial cleanup, and then handing over to regular snow services. And there you have it, guys. Sparkly clean, no more ice, and the corner has came off really nice as well. And if did you notice, the day before we had all this slushy snow and pooling water that was washed off from the ice melt applied on the snow and ice on the driveway. There's been basically washed off below, onto the roadside here, and then being trapped over at the neighbors. All this has been melted off, I guess, and or seeped away somewhere. Anyway, so all good here. That was a little bit of my concern, that this would remain a pooling puddle, or even worse, ice buildup. But the constant mild temperatures helped solving that issue, at least for now. So there you have it, guys. Initial cleanup for a snow client towards the end of the winter. Now this property is nice and clear down to surface for until the next snowfall, and then we service this property for ongoing snowfalls until the end of the winter. So why this happened in the first place: the property was for sale. The previous owner did not do any of the snow removal over the winter, so it has been packed down throughout the course of the winter. And then when it sold a few weeks ago, it came with the inherited problem of the ice buildup. So the new owner contacted me to clear off the buildup, and then from now on continue with the ongoing snow and ice management. So there you have it, guys. Lesson learned. If you do inherit such a problem, it can be managed. Obviously, we had great help from Mother Nature with like really warm conditions and direct sun. That helps a lot. Plus this property, because it does get direct sun, that sped up the process significantly. If this property was like on a northern site with shade, not as much help from the sun, obviously. Anyways, if you're wondering about snow and ice management or any other of the services, give us a call, 780-218-8134, or check out our website, euriyardservice.com. And with that, I will see you either when the next snow flies, time out, please, or with any of the other yard projects. Over and out, Rudy here with Euro Yard Service. Bye.